When people talk about mental strength, they often imagine it as something you're either born with or without. Some people seem unshakable, while others collapse under pressure. But the truth is far simpler and far more empowering. Mental strength isn't a fixed trait. It's not in your DNA. It's a set of habits. Small, consistent actions that, over time, transform the way your mind reacts to stress, rejection, failure, and life's unpredictable storms. Think of mental strength like a muscle. If you never train it, it stays weak. But with daily practice, even tiny habits can reshape the way you think, feel, and act. And here's the most powerful part. You don't need huge, life-changing events to get started. In fact, it's the smallest choices, the ones that seem almost insignificant, that compound into real resilience. Science backs this up. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, shows that every thought and action strengthens certain neural pathways. Each time you choose to take a deep breath instead of lashing out, or reframe a setback instead of dwelling on it, you're literally sculpting a stronger brain. In this video, we'll explore 5 simple habits that build unshakable mental strength. These aren't abstract concepts. They're practical, doable actions that anyone can integrate into daily life. And if you commit to them, they'll make you calmer under stress, more confident in decisions, and more resilient in relationships, work, and personal goals. By the end, you'll see that mental toughness isn't about never struggling. It's about training your mind to bend, without breaking. Resilience doesn't happen in grand moments of crisis. It's built in the small, everyday battles. The habit here is simple. Practice micro-resilience daily. Micro-resilience means deliberately putting yourself in small, controlled discomforts that train your mind not to panic under stress. Cold showers, holding a plank a little longer, waking up 5 minutes earlier, or delaying gratification on that impulse purchase. These are tiny acts, but they signal to your brain, I can handle discomfort. I don't break under pressure. Psychologists call this stress inoculation. Just like a vaccine introduces a small dose to build immunity, exposing yourself to small stressors trains your mind for bigger challenges. Over time, your tolerance grows. Things that used to overwhelm you no longer carry the same weight. But here's the secret. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency. Doing one hard workout won't make you resilient, but 5 minutes daily of deliberate discomfort compounds into a brain that stays calm when life throws the unexpected your way. This is why the strongest minds don't wait for crisis to test them. They train daily in small doses, so when the storm hits, their mind says, I've been here before. I can handle this. One of the greatest destroyers of mental strength is failure, or at least how we perceive it. Most people treat failure as proof that they're not good enough. Mentally strong people treat it differently. They reframe failure into feedback. This shift is subtle but life-changing. Instead of asking, why did I fail? They ask, what did this teach me? This reframing stops the spiral of self-doubt and redirects it into growth. Science calls this a growth mindset. In Stanford studies, people with growth mindsets didn't just recover from failure faster, they became more successful over time. Why? Because each failure became a stepping stone, not a dead end. Think of Thomas Edison. When asked about his 1,000 failed attempts at creating the light bulb, he replied, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I discovered 1,000 ways that didn't work. That's the essence of resilience. A simple way to practice this habit. Every time you fail, write down 3 lessons from the experience. By turning your setbacks into data points, you remove the sting of failure and transform it into fuel for growth. Reframing doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means redirecting pain into progress. And the more you practice, the faster your mind bounces back from setbacks. We live in an era of constant noise, social media drama, endless opinions, and the pressure to react to everything. Mentally strong people don't let this noise drain their emotional energy. They practice emotional minimalism. Emotional minimalism is the habit of conserving your mental energy for what truly matters. It means not chasing every argument, not reacting to every trigger, and not overinvesting in things outside your control. Psychologists call this the locus of control, focusing only on what you can change and letting go of what you cannot. For example, you can't control if someone criticizes you unfairly, but you can control your response. You can't control the economy, but you can control your budgeting and skills. The practice is simple. Before reacting to anything, ask, does this deserve my energy? If the answer is no, let it go. This isn't apathy, it's discipline. By reducing unnecessary emotional clutter, you save energy for the battles that matter: your health, your goals, your relationships. Over time, this habit creates a calm, centered mind that can weather chaos without losing balance. The final 2 habits work together to create long-term resilience. Habit 4. Daily gratitude practice. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise. Neuroscience shows it rewires the brain for optimism and resilience. By writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day, and no matter how small, you shift your brain's focus from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude protects against anxiety, depression, and even physical stress. Habit 5. Future self-alignment. Mentally strong people make decisions aligned with their future self, not just their present emotions. Before acting, they ask, will this choice serve the person I want to become? This habit builds discipline, resilience, and direction. For example, skipping a workout feels good now, but your future self pays the price. Saving money feels restrictive now, but your future self thrives. By aligning daily actions with long-term vision, you create a resilient identity that withstands short-term setbacks. Together, gratitude and future self-alignment make you both grounded in the present and guided by the future. That's unshakable strength.